Now this moron, Xiaomanyc shithole, have made a video that he go to a high school to give a speech. And it says here, nerdy professor shocks high school. Nerdy professor, he thinks he's a professor. This abnormal, donkey brain, idiot, shithole, Xiaomanyc shit, thinks that he's a professor. Then he go and talk to a high school, making some speech to them. And I don't understand why some schools want this abnormal donkey brain to talk to the student. Why some school will bring this abnormal donkey brain to talk to the students about language learning. He cannot speak all those languages that he pretend to speak. He can only speak one language, English. Some abnormal donkey brain who can only speak one language, English, and maybe he know a little Chinese. Then he go to some high school to talk about language learning. It's just some bullshit, man.
I was invited by this high school to give a speech as a language expert about the importance of learning languages.
Language expert about learning languages. Language expert. It's more like scammer expert. It's more like scammer, liar, expert.
But instead of just telling the students why language matters, I decided to show them. So I spent weeks secretly mastering Gen Alpha slang and then delivered the entire speech in their own linguistic native tongue.
Now, I know it's giving Delulu for this chuggy boomer.
And to truly test my Gen Alpha fluency, I brought the dialect to a college graduation, delivering a formal commencement speech in full professor robes to a room full of future teachers. Now they know exactly what they're up against. But first, thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video.
And he also speak to the teachers. Even the teachers are listening to this donkey brain. But maybe because in USA most people can only speak one language, English, then for those people it's amazing if there's some abnormal guy who have practiced a little beginner stuff in few languages. Maybe because in USA many people can only speak one language, English. That's why for them it's interesting if there's some donkey brain like this who have practiced different languages, but he can only speak one language, English, and he's a liar and a scammer. Xiaomanyc shit from the United States of scammers. He can only speak one language, English, this motherfucker. Then they bring him to speak to some schools about language learning. Just some bullshit, man. And people subscribe to Xiaomanyc are some of the most weird, abnormal people who actually think that he can speak all the languages that he pretends to speak. So many abnormal subscribers subscribe to Xiaomanyc shit.